YouTube. It's your boy Sleazy here, keeping it sleazy.
It's your boy Kevvv, and we're watching the
Beach Boys.
And we're back with another video. Beach family and all my returning viewers, hit that button.
Seriously.
Please.
Like, come on. What's that all about?
Yeah.
How you just gonna keep coming back and don't subscribe? You know, you have to manually type us up every time when you could sub and get notified.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Reacting to Dave. The song's called The Boy Who Played the Harp.
Beach family, if y'all want to go make a request, you gotta go tap into the Patreon, one of the Boys in Beach Club. If you haven't already, that's where we're gonna take all our requests for any videos. So don't go to YouTube comments, don't go on to TikTok, don't go on Instagram. Go to the Patreon, one of the Boys in Beach Club, and go subscribe. Also, too many of y'all keep coming back. This number is crazy. We need all returners to go subscribe right now. We're trying to get to this 100K, so please go subscribe right now. Go tap in.
He's also a really good actor too.
Yeah, I sometimes wonder, what would I do in the next generation? In 1940, if I was enlisted to fight for the nation, or in 1960, if I had to fight for the rights of my people and laid out my life on the line so my grandkids could live a life that's peaceful, would I be on that? Would I be front line? That's what I'm thinking. If I was alive in the 1912 and the Titanic and it was sinking, who am I saving? Am I fighting women and children, or am I waiting? I wonder. What would I do in the next generation? Battle of Kabbalah, if they captured me for the sake of my father. Would I stand on my honor like Hussein did and tell them to make me a martyr? Would I get smarter? Forgive my oppressor, stick to the creed. If I got locked inside like Nelson Mandela but never was freed. I see a white man dance to rumba, ain't studied Patrice Lumumba, but get on the stage and sing like Sumba, la ja 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 Sumba. Fuck it. I wonder, what would I do in the next generation? Would I fight for justice? Is it the reason my mum named me David? How can you be king? How can you be king? Don't speak for the people. Them man try draw me out and compare like me and these niggas are equal. I'm a black man and this bozo saying my music's socially conscious, while the man them trolling responses. This world's gone totally bonkers. I sometimes wonder, what would I do in the next generation? But I'm knowing the answer, cause what am I doing in this generation? Afraid to speak, I don't wanna risk in my occupation. We got kids under occupation. Our parents, they wouldn't get that. The people that died for our freedom spoke on justice, couldn't accept that. I talk about the money in all my accounts, so why don't I speak on the West Bank? Remember, growing up prejudiced, the damage 7/7 did. Extremists and terrorists, I was afraid of the Taliban. Can't speak out on illegal settlers, now I'm afraid of a shadow ban. What would I do in the next generation? Critiquing African leaders for selling our country's natural resources to the West for peanuts. If they don't hear, they'll feel us. I question what I'm alive for. And can you say you're alive if you ain't got something you're willing to die for? What am I willing to die for? What am I doing in this generation? I get in my head sometimes. I feel like I'm in despair. That feeling of total powerlessness, I get that sinking feeling that good ain't defeating evil. I put their pain on vinyl, but feel like that shit ain't moving a needle. Retweeting people, raising awareness. In all fairness, ain't gonna bring Chris back to his parents, but there's no other option. It's a process, gotta stand and protest. Cause they want man silenced, cause they want man dead, or they want man hopeless. In the next generation, I spoke with my ancestors in the night and I showed them. They spoke with tears in their eyes for the brothers they lost and said it was progress. How can it be progress? I asked them, confused, disgusted. They said, David, just so you could fight this, you know how much suffering touched us. And you got a chance, we come from a time and a place where you couldn't get justice. Had to find peace in the fact that we all answer to the one that we trusted. And in our generation, we did do peaceful protests just like you. Burnt buildings just like you. Did boycotts just like you. Sat in a hostel powerless, did feel powerless just like you. And I know that it may sound strange, but we made some change and we're just like you. I know that you question your character. I know that you suffer in silence. I know that it don't feel right when you go to the club at Victoria Island. Cause how can you dance in a club there's 100 people begging outside it? I know the sins of your father. I know that you're desperate to fight them. So step in your purpose. Speak for your people, share your secrets, expose your emotions. You might not see, but it's people that need it, never demand it. And if God can grant it, manifest it and receive it. Your name is David, and Man, that covenant's sacred. You got a promise, so keep it, deep it. That man talking the thing, but I bleed it. Man wanna speak on the scene, but I've seen it. Tried in the fire, but I get some anointed. Kano passed me the torch, I received it. God told me I'm the one, I believed it. Shout hollow man, cause he helped me achieve it. I'm the youngest of my brothers. Father, he's the burden on our mothers. Give these niggas money, see their colors. Don't mix me with them, I'm not the one. Grind and miss the summer when it comes. I'm Abraham, I sacrificed the son. Where I'm from, they sacrifice a son. Hold up, I ain't finished, I ain't done. My ancestors told me that my life is prophecy. And it's not just me, it's a whole generation of people gradually making change. They ain't a greater task. Shift that, make a name, make a start. They'll know what they're facing when they ask. With the will of David in my heart, the story of the boy who played the harp.
When I read the title, I was like, okay, that he was talking about what's going on right now in this world. It's actually, that was tough. Cause how can you rap and still be like give out information and still I feel like that's so challenging to do and make it sound good and push a message. I feel like that's so hard.
I feel like it's only challenging when when you care about what your audience is going to think about it. Then on top of that, when you haven't solidified to your audience, hey, I'm in charge of what you guys get from me, not you, right? There's been artists that get bullied, like they drop a song and then they get bullied by their fan base and they're like, all right, damn, like, all right, let me change everything or go back to this and go. He's literally done whatever since I think the first time I ever even heard a song from him was like 2017. He's literally done whatever he's wanted to since the first time I've heard him, right? And I say all of that to say this. He's always been someone to speak about things as he pleases when it's necessary. So this isn't something like crazy for me to hear from him. And, you know, I think when you take your lyricism seriously, or you're a really good rapper, like some people are good at making songs. They're not good rappers. They're not lyricists. They're just good at making music. He a rapper for real.
Yeah.
So,
showed it.
You know, and he's educated because you can't even talk about stuff like this if you don't actually know what's going on. Like you didn't pay attention in school and you have to care about these things.
Or pay attention now, because some people that have money, they don't really care about what's going on outside of their bubble.
No.
You know what I mean? Because he has fame. He has all the money in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So he don't have to talk about this.
Yeah, he said, like, in one of the portions of the song, he's like, I can't talk about settlers or illegals without getting a shadowban.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
You know, and, like, people don't acknowledge, like, you really can get shadowbanned for talking about certain stuff if you aren't at a certain status. Like, there's certain people that have said certain things, you literally don't see them on the internet.
Yeah.
You don't hear them. They don't get booked for shows. They don't get people stop working with them. They'll find a way to silence you.
And cut your water off.
Oh, yeah. Your water get cut before they silence you. You, what? Shut up. So, you know, to see him do that and then to structure this video the way that he did, it's beautiful because, you know, there are people who are depressed right now and don't know why, and this is why. You feel like you don't have a purpose. You feel like you're not, you know, fulfilling, you know, your life's goal. And then on top of that, you have despair because when anything happens, inconvenience in your life, you don't even have anything you're willing to die for. You don't stand for anything. You're not a part of anything. You're just existing. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not looking to go down a conspiracy theory because there are things that prove this. And again, I'm not looking to argue with nobody because my belief is my belief and it's supported by proof and evidence. This is how they want people to be. How better to rule a nation or a group of people if you indoctrinate them early. This is what happens when you do this. This is what happens to the people who fight back. Yeah. Oh, this person's crazy because they spoke out on something that later gets revealed and proven in broad daylight. You discourage people who go against whatever ideals you're trying to push at the moment, which will discourage people overall to do it. Or now with time, after we had all these people revolting, pushing back, okay, what can we give them so that they don't even want to? Let's fuck the discouraging. What do we give them? You know, we boost them up on welfare, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, everybody can work, right? We got workers' rights for equality. All right, bet. We'll give affordable housing in Section 8 to single moms, but not the men. So let's divide them. So what happens? You have more people working. You have more people you can take advantage of versus a unified family that can grow businesses, get properties, and do all these different things.
You're better together than They're splitting it.
Yeah, and then they do it by class. It's not even just about the poor people. Everyone thinks, oh, it's an attack on the middle class. They got them the best. Ooh, let's trap them in this mortgage, right? You know, you have to send your kids to school. We're not going to give you too much money, but we'll give you some. So you're always owing.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to work till you die, right?
But like when you said something like go against what everyone's saying, like for example, when like 2 years ago when Kyrie didn't want to get the vaccine,
yeah,
he couldn't. They literally removed him. Like he
Yeah.
couldn't. They removed him from the team.
Yeah,
For like 20 games.
yeah, and like
That's insane. I don't
is.
want to get it. Like looking back on it, it's like, all right, it's his choice if he wants to, you know. But that was like, damn, that's insane. But
I don't think it was. But at the reason why I say I like to look at it from both ways. Everyone's scared.
yeah,
And they're taking out their fear on everybody.
yeah,
Because now, even my uncle, he worked at the hospital. He's like, they didn't have time to test this and properly see how. Look, I don't want to say anything that's inaccurate. So it was said. I'm not going to say it's to be a truth because I don't want YouTube to say I'm spreading misinformation. A lot of people got sick from that vaccine. A lot of people passed away. And there are some people living till this day with proven factual, right? That's the only thing I can say is true because, again, the scientists have proven it, that have long-lasting health issues due to the vaccine.
yeah.
So,
But if you made it this far, Beach Family, like, comment, subscribe.
yeah.
We're gonna put the link down below, and let us know, like, you know, if we tripping or not.
You know, I mean, and honestly, just if you feel like you missed anything on this song, give it another listen and really think. This is one of those songs that's supposed to make you feel, make you think, and make you understand, like, especially if you're a minority, right? You don't necessarily have to just be black, but if you are a minority, this song is more so tailored to you. And if you happen to not be a minority, because obviously, you know, we're open to all, take a look outside of yourself and understand what people have had to go through. Don't just breeze over it like you had to in school because it was work and then it was assignment. Genuinely pay attention to the fact that most of the people who, you know, have any kind of melanin to them or color, period, had to go through horrendous things. Horrendous. Genuinely awful things just to be seen as human beings. You know, and I think that because of where we are in today's time, we kind of brush over that. And I don't like it. Because it hasn't been that long.
Not at all.
You know, my mom was born in 1963. You go look in just 1960s, period. People were getting hosed down like dogs.
Yeah.
So,
Check us out.
it's been a pleasure, Beach Family. Until next time. It's your boy Sleazy, keeping it sleazy.
It's your boy Kevvv for real, and you're watching now.
Beach Boys.
That's a wrap.